Gene, let's talk this through. Okay, so up incredible amounts for this year, biggest market cap out there. What is the anticipation for this coming year, for 2025? You think that this money is still going to be good? Is there still going to be the huge amount of demand? Can they continue to just rake in the cash that they've been able to do to this point?
I mean, specific to Nvidia, yes, I think this is going to continue. I think that the growth rates are going to remain higher for longer. Specifically, the focus is on calendar 26, what that growth is going to be. The street's expecting low 20% growth. I think it's going to exceed 30% growth. And so this still trades at a reasonable multiple, a 25x multiple, and kind of plays to what I think is going to be the chorus in 2025. Obviously, Nvidia being at the center of the AI trade, I still think we have 2 solid years left of a strong tech trade here based on AI. And I just want to quickly fill in the point, Becky, that probably seems out of touch with reality, just given the 87% move we've seen in the NASDAQ over the past couple of years. How is it possible that this can continue? And I come back to, for most people, the concept of AI is a buzzword. And I put in the context that if you look at ChatGPT, the daily users, it's only about 150 million. That compares to about 2.5 billion Google users. We're still early in this, and I think it's going to continue to pull the broader tech market and big tech higher in 25.
On Friday, Nvidia achieved an early purchase point at 141.90 after rising over the 50-day moving average. Does that imply that it's time to buy Nvidia stock? One important indicator on a stock chart that indicates whether large fund managers are buying on pullbacks is the 50-day moving average. The stock has established a base with a purchase point of 146.54 on its chart. Jensen Huang, the CEO, will give the keynote speech at CES 2025 on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Nvidia will present its advancements in the gaming, automotive, and artificial intelligence sectors from Tuesday through Friday. Investors are also anticipating information regarding Rubin, the chip that will come after Blackwell. However, there are a lot of rumors circulating around its newest graphics processing units, which will be on exhibit at the event. According to Goldman Sachs, the AI revolution has advanced to Phase 3, which involves developing applications and infrastructure and launching them through software and services. Vivek Arya, an analyst at Bank of America, claims that Nvidia has an advantage over competitors who have not been developing the software required for businesses to employ AI chips and have instead relied on outside suppliers. In October, the analyst referred to Nvidia as a generational opportunity and set a price objective of 190. Compared to certain competitors, Nvidia is also well-positioned to withstand rising interest rates in 2025 because of its huge profit margins, said Kathleen Brooks, research director at brokerage firm XTB. In October, shares surged to their highest peak ever, 152.89, after breaking out at a purchase point of 148.76. However, as rival Broadcom questioned its hegemony in the market, the stock dropped below the 50-day line in December. Investors were also concerned about the Trump administration's tariffs, which might impact chip sales, and the ramp-up of Blackwell chips. So, what implications does this have for Nvidia's stock? Let's explore that. But first, a big thank you to those of you who've stuck with us this far. Creating these videos takes significant effort and dedication, so if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts on Nvidia stock in the comments. Your support truly helps us grow. Now, let's get back to the video.
Questions about what Nvidia is going to do with all that cash that it's bringing in. What do you think the best answer would be?
I think probably return it to shareholders, share buybacks. I mentioned that valuation at 25x. I think it's quite compelling. And so I think that that's probably the easiest way. They don't need to make any acquisitions at this point. So I think it's probably on the typical well-traveled path of share buybacks, dividends. We probably will see something along those lines we almost have to in calendar 25 for Nvidia specifically.
3 chart signs are being watched by investors. Money hasn't been pouring in to purchase the stock. The accumulation distribution rating, which takes into account price and volume movement over the past 13 weeks, is DE, despite the fact that the stock's price performance has outperformed 94% of other stocks in Investors Business Daily's database. Following the company's record high of 152.89 on November 21st, the relative strength line, which contrasts the stock with the S&P 500 index, saw a significant decline. The stock and the S&P 500 are contrasted by the relative strength line. The volume is starting to increase. A key indicator of investor involvement is trading volume, and Nvidia's lower volume when it fell in December indicated that the most recent selling had been restrained. However, purchasers returned on Friday morning based on volume that was 22% over typical. Following Morgan Stanley analyst Joseph Moore's designation of Nvidia as a top 2025 selection, shares increased by about 4% on December 20th. However, Moore lowered his price objective for the stock from 168 to 166. Delays in the fabrication of Blackwell chips are not anticipated by the expert. Although a slowdown in the older Hopper processor is anticipated, Moore stated that this is good news because it will free up more high-end memory chips for the Blackwell line. The analyst added that he expects the largest consumers of application-specific integrated circuits, or ASICs, will return to graphic processing units, or GPUs, based on his discussions with clients. The ASICs that its competitors are concentrating on are designed to serve a single function, whereas NVIDIA's GPUs can be utilized for multiple AI functions. Jordan Klein, an analyst at Mizuho, pointed out that although bespoke silicon will rapidly overtake GPUs in market share each year, GPUs will still dominate training. To stay informed about the latest developments from NVIDIA and the ever-changing stock market, consider subscribing to our investing tutorial channel. We provide daily updates on significant market shifts and key catalysts, so hit that subscribe button to ensure you never miss crucial information. We'd love to hear your thoughts on NVIDIA stock, so please share your opinions in the comments below. Now, let's dive into today's video.
Thanks for joining us. NVIDIA, no shocker, but what's it going to do in 2025?
Hey, good to see you on the show, Brian. Happy New Year. I think for NVIDIA, it comes down to trend following 101. It's a stock that's been trading above its 200-day moving average, not only since the start of last year, but the start of 2023 as well. And nothing has really changed in our work through that. We are advocates for letting winners run. So I think as much as NVIDIA has been established as leadership, there's really no cracks in the trend either. Race stops to 118. That's the 200-day average. I think it's positive above there as the stock more recently has been consolidating around its June high at 141. I think you ultimately get the breakout.
With a break. All right.
Ahead of the January 6th Consumer Electronics Show, CES, Bank of America analysts reaffirmed NVIDIA stock as their top recommendation on Wednesday. Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, will give the keynote address during the event. We still see CES as a positive catalyst, reestablishing NVIDIA's platform dominance, opportunity, and high-growth markets, even if the major themes have already been discussed in the media ahead of the event, according to a note from BofA analysts led by Vivek Arya. At CES, analysts are especially interested in a few possible NVIDIA improvements. These include updates on data center technology, including current and next-generation products, the company's robotics strategy involving the Jetson Thor platform, the introduction of the RTX 50XX, Blackwell variants for PC gaming cards, and a potential foray into the AI PC market through a partnership or a standalone PC CPU. According to BofA, which cites current consensus forecasts, NVIDIA may become the fastest-growing company in the S&P 500 index if its sales growth in 2025 is predicted to be 50% year-over-year. Additionally, the company anticipates that as NVIDIA continues to develop into enterprise and sovereign installations, revenue growth of more than 20% may continue into the upcoming year. BofA believes that NVIDIA's stock is well priced, especially considering its growth prospects, even if its price-earnings (PE) ratio is higher than the S&P 500 average. According to analysts, the NVDA stock is currently trading attractively in the middle of its valuation range at 30x, since it has historically moved between 25x and 35x ahead PE. Using its extensive capabilities from silicon to software, NVIDIA's foray into robotics is viewed as a major move. BofA is aware of the difficulties in developing dependable, reasonably priced, and widely used robotic systems that may produce viable business models nevertheless. According to observers, robotics may continue to be a cool but specialized prospect, similar to the metaverse or driverless automobiles. Therefore, even if we have no doubts about NVIDIA's capabilities, we are uncertain about how quickly and when they will have an impact on the company's finances. Last but not least, analysts anticipate that CES will offer comforting details regarding NVIDIA's Blackwell shipments, the next-generation models tailored for AI inference, and a possible faster schedule for the Rubin project. In order to address market concerns and company-specific difficulties that have impacted its stock performance over the last 6 months, Nvidia is thought to need to provide these revisions. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.